Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Steven. Welcome back to my channel. If you are watching today's video, all I have to say is this is probably the craziest story time on my channel, and it explains why I'm in China, how I got to go to China, and how Pei Wen and I know each other. So if you want to find out that, continue watching. Also, if you are new to my channel, do not forget to click that subscribe button. I make videos all the time, so subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, follow Pei Wen on Instagram, it'll be in the description below. Follow us if you want. If you don't want to, then honestly, it's your loss. Just kidding. But anyways, let's get started. Let's get started with today's story time. You don't even know the beginning of the story, really.
Do I?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay. So basically, the story begins about a year ago. I was on the website called YouNow. If you guys like keep up to date with me, you know that sometimes I go on YouNow. Basically, it's like a live streaming platform where I can just talk to you guys live. It's really fun. I enjoy doing it. So I was on YouNow, and there was a music festival coming up called Camp Flognog, and it's like the music that I like. It's like, you know, kind of hip hop. I really enjoy that music. So someone on YouNow was basically telling me like, hey, I can get you in. So if you're telling me you can get me in Camp Flognog, obviously I'm gonna be like, okay, like, sure. So this particular person, this person happens to be Pei Wen's boyfriend of one, ex-boyfriend of 1 year. This was 1 year ago. So this person, what should we call them? We'll call them T. We're gonna call this person T because her name begins with a T. So basically, I talked to T for about a year. We were friends. Yeah, he didn't know about me. We had dinner about 3 times over the course of a year. I never ended up going to Camp Flognog because I wasn't in LA at that time, so I totally forgot about it, but he would text me from time to time. Like I said, we went to dinner about 3 times maybe. Totally just like friends, but I could tell that he definitely did like me, and he did try to like talk to me in that way. And I even went to dinner with him and one of my friends. Like, it wasn't like a sexual thing whatsoever. So basically, and I were friends. He would tell me that, you know, he could help me with my career. He was some, you know, big music producer, because he is friends with this like rapper, and he would tell me that like he, you know, managed this guy and he produced for him. He even took me to the studio one time, me and 2 friends. Oh, I totally forgot about that. He took like 2 of my friends and I to a studio to like hang out with this rapper. I didn't really know about him, but I knew like a lot of people, you know. So he took us to the studio. We like, over the course of the year that I knew him, we maybe hung out 4 or 5 times, and he would tell me that like he was a producer, he could help me with my career, he was a like executive for this like music label, and he would just tell me a lot of stuff, like literally just like talk, and he would just tell me all types of like crazy shit, and that he was gonna help me, and that he cared about me, and like we were friends, and like all this stuff. And you know, I like trusted him because like T is really nice, and like he's really good at like talking, and he's like a really nice guy actually.
He's good at pretending. Yeah,
like you.
Nice.
Yeah, pretending. Well, I mean, you dated him for a year, so you would know. Like I said, I only hung out with him for like 4 or 5 times over the course of the year that I knew him, but we did like talk on the phone a lot. Or not on the phone, but like text and stuff, and like on Snapchat. And I believed him because he would always be with this like famous rapper that's like on the come up kind of. Yeah. And a lot of people like do know him. So like me knowing that, like I did believe him, you know, like it just made sense. It all made sense, you know. He also went to jail, which I found out like recently.
He sells way to those famous people.
Yeah, he sells like drugs to these like rappers and stuff. So like I really thought like that he was some like big shot, and I was like, if you're telling me that you're gonna help me with my career and you're nice to me and like I've hung out with you and you're cool, like I trust you, you know, like I have no reason not to really, besides like upcoming recent events, which
I think we're talking too much bullshit. It's already like 8 minutes.
Which these recent events led me to, you know, never talk to him again, because I don't, you know, I don't associate with socio crazy people. So anyways, fast forward to 3-4 weeks ago. I hung out with Tanner, and he told me, you know, tomorrow we're gonna go to this festival because his client, this person that he manages, I don't really want to say the rapper's name just because I just don't want to. This rapper was gonna perform at this big festival in Orange County, and I really wanted to go. He told me, you know, it's totally cool, you can come, I'll get you an artist pass. So we hung out, and the next day was the day of the festival. So I go all the way to Orange County alone, and I'm like there, and he's being sketchy, like really sketchy. He's like telling me, come to the artist parking. There's like all these nice cars, you know, where the artists go park, and I'm there. I'm calling him for like 10 minutes, probably 20 minutes, honestly. He's
I
not
called him for like 2 hours.
You called him for 2 hours. I was calling
1
him.
hour.
Oh my god.
2 hours.
So I was calling him for like 20 minutes. He wouldn't answer the phone, and I'm just like, holy shit, I just came like an hour away alone. Like, what the fuck? Why is he not answering all of a sudden? So then he answers the phone, and he's like, oh no, you actually need to come to VIP. So I'm like, okay, like where the fuck is that? So I finally find it. Like 20 minutes later, I walk there. It was so far from the artist parking. So fucking far. I walk there alone. Little Uzi is on at like 7:30. It's 7:45. I'm freaking out. I could hear Little Uzi starting to play. I want to hear my songs, you know. I'm getting like frustrated. I'm like sweating. I'm like walking, trying to like get there fast. So I call him. I'm like, yo, I'm at VIP entrance. Where are you? And he's like, oh no, you need to come to artist. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You just told me to come to artist parking, and then you said come to VIP entrance, and now you're telling me to go back there. Like, get your story straight. Like, where do I go? Are you gonna get me in this festival or not? I just sat in the car for an hour to come all the way to Orange County from LA alone, because supposedly you're gonna get me into this festival as an artist, or like with an artist pass. So then I go to artist parking again. I'm waiting there. He shows up, thank fucking God, because I mean, you know, all that happened. So he gets me in. I'm like, okay, like whatever. He gives me this band, and he's like, all right, I have to go like make sure my artist is okay. He's gonna be on in an hour, so go like roam. So I'm literally in the artist section, or the artist lounge, alone. Like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, I feel so awkward. So I'm like looking around, you know, and I'm alone. I see like a few people I know, thank God. And then I go to listen to Little Uzi, because I like Little Uzi, and that's what I came for. I didn't come to like sit an artist. I came to like actually listen to music. I like that music. So then I'm like feeling awkward. I'm like literally at this concert alone. So then I go back to the artist section, and I'm just standing there like literally alone. Like, I feel so awkward. Like, I just look dumb. Like, I'm in fucking artist alone. Like, I look stupid as fuck. I'm like on my phone trying to pretend I'm like finding someone, or like busy. And all of a sudden, this person comes up to me, taps me, and he's like, are you here for Tanner, or with Tanner?
Oh my god. You remember that? I said that.
Yeah, of course.
Are you here for Tanner?
You're like, are you here for Tanner? Are you here with Tanner? Because I guess Paywen has had a history of Tanner cheating on him, so he saw
3 times.
3 times. 3 fucking.
Within 1 year. Well.
Shame on you. So then, basically, I'm like, yeah, I am. So he basically knew me because he, you know.
Because I saw your text and Instagram.
Oh yeah, so he saw my text and my Instagram. So he like was suspecting that Tanner was cheating on him with me,
yeah,
but
no
that was not happening. Like, Tanner and I were just, I mean, Tanner definitely did try to come on to me, and he did want to do that, but I'm just not like that. Like, I'm just, no. Like, you know, I'm just trying to be professional here. Like, you're telling me you can help me with my career, so that's like cool. Like, you know, like that's really it. There's nothing more there. So then he's like, okay, let's find Tanner. I'm like, yeah, I am here for Tanner. And then
what? I told you I know where Tanner is.
Oh yeah, and then you told me, you were like, so basically.
Oh, I told him I'm Tanner's
fiance. Yeah, he tells me he's Tanner's fiance, and my mouth just drops, because I'm like, what? This person has been trying to get with me for a year probably, and like, he has a fiance? That's fucking insane. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're about to potentially like get married in the near future, and you're trying to get with me? Like, the fuck? Get your life together. So then he's like, let's go find Tanner. So now my mind is like just racing. I have all these questions. I'm just like so curious to know more. And then he tells me, did you know Tanner has no job? And I'm like, the fuck? I thought he's this producer, this manager, this president of some music label company. He's told me so much shit over the course of a year. Like, it would take me. He's also told me his family invented St. Patrick's Day, and all this just crazy shit. So then I'm asking him questions, and he tells me, yeah, Tanner lives with me in his apartment. And I'm like, wait, where's that apartment? And he's like, oh, in downtown. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've been to that apartment. We like literally hung out there. And he's like, yeah, that's my apartment, and Tanner lives with me there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Tanner told me that that apartment was paid for by the music label company, which doesn't even fucking exist. Along with all of his other lies, they don't fucking exist. So I'm sure you guys can grasp by now that Tanner is a sociopath and like psycho. Like, you don't, like, a normal person doesn't make up these crazy lies to someone, you know? You just don't do that if you're normal. I'm following Peiwen and we're like finding Tanner, so we make our way to the where the artist trailers are. We see like Post Malone, Lil Uzi, like everyone, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I knew I could go to that section with my pass, but I just like wasn't gonna go there, because what am I gonna go do, fucking knock on Post Malone's? Like, no, I'm just not gonna do that. So Peiwen literally goes up to this rapper trailer that I now find out is literally just T's friend. They're just friends. He literally doesn't work for him whatsoever. T doesn't do shit for him at all. He doesn't work for him, and like there's no business relationship there whatsoever. It's purely just a friendship, or T like is honestly probably just a fan of this rapper and probably just lies to him too, just as he's lied to us. So then Peiwen literally goes up to the trailer. There's 2 security guards, and he starts knocking on it. The door opens of this trailer, and he is standing right there. T is standing there looking down. He sees both of us there. His mouth is like, what the fuck? He sees that we're standing next to each other and we're like together now. And then he goes down the stairs of the trailer. He starts walking fast, totally ignores me. You're following him. You're like trying to talk to him. You're like yelling at him.
I feel like I drag him.
Yeah, because you've been trying to find him for like 2 hours now. Then comes up to me, he's like, I'll find you in a minute, just go. And I'm, at this point, I'm like, dude, you're psycho, but I want to talk to Peiwen because I want to know more about this. I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy. I can't believe I got involved in this situation. Like, what the fuck? So then Peiwen gives me his Instagram. Him and Tanner go off and talk. I never see him again until like later. So like 20 minutes later, I get a call from Tanner, and he's like, oh, come find me. I'm in the artist section. And I'm like, who was that? Like, what was that? Like, I'm just like, that guy told me he's your fiance. And he's like, oh no, that's just like my ex. And I'm just like, okay, sure, dude, you're psycho. And I go off, I find my friends that are also at the festival, and my friends and I end up going back to LA together, because I'm just like, this guy, like, I was gonna leave anyways by myself, but I found friends because I had friends that were also attending the festival. It's a pretty big festival. It's called Day and Night. I should have said that from the beginning. So then Peiwen DMs me on Instagram later that night, and we get on the phone. We start talking for hours. He's telling me all this stuff about him that I just can't believe. I'm just like, whoa, like, this guy's been lying to me for a year, which I don't really care, because I, like, honestly, like, it's just whatever to me. Like, I wasn't like trying to date him or anything. Like, I really don't care. I just thought it was crazy that I was like in this situation and like in this mess. I'm just like, this is fucking insane. So then Peiwen tells me, yeah, like, and I were literally supposed to go to China on Sunday, and now I don't even know what to do. Basically, Peiwen invited me to China to come with him because he had the extra ticket of Tanner's. And basically, that's really it. Like, we became friends, we hung out, we like have similar interests, we're both normal, and have been like manipulated and played by this guy. But I mean, I wasn't played in like a relationship way, but like, you have way more of a history than I do. This guy literally lives in his apartment, like they're together.
Yeah, and I pay everything.
And he pays for everything. And this guy has no job, and literally hangs out with this rapper, and is basically just a groupie little fan. Not fan, but he is a fan. He really makes it known to everyone that he knows this particular rapper. Like, he he really uses that to, like, I don't know, he like shows that off a lot. That's basically the story. Now Peiwen and I are friends. I will never talk to Tanner in my life again. It's crazy. I just needed to share this story because, like,
There are more details.
Like what? I mean, the story could go on for fucking forever. So we're not gonna get into like major details, but that's like the gist of the story. Like, your boyfriend, or
my
ex-boyfriend.
Like I mean, ex-fiance.
Ex-fiance, literally. I mean, you got it. Like, you heard the story. So that's pretty much the story. Paywin and I are friends now, and we're having fun in China. I'm staying with his family and him, and we're having a fun time in China. His family is so nice, and he has a cute little poodle dog. Come here. Here's his dog. Kisses. It's a Chinese dog, so she doesn't really understand my English. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's 22 minutes now. It's getting a little lengthy. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not. Follow us. And thanks for watching this story. If you have any questions about it, ask my Campfire app. You guys can ask me questions and I can verbally answer them. It's really cool. And it's a lot easier to answer questions verbally because like I'm like a vocal person. I like to talk. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. It's a fucking crazy one. It's probably the craziest story on my channel. Like, this is so crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Yeah, it is. You're crazy if you don't think this is crazy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm like sweating now and we're going out, so I'm kind of gross, but I love you guys so much. Peace out. Stay hot.